No, John Barry used chords like that when he writes Bond movies. I think I wanted to write a James Bond theme. And I was still living at home with my mum and dad. I had my bedroom, Martin had his next door, and I called him in and I played the songs with him. And that's how it was kind of born. But of course, when I was showing him the song from the True album, my mum would shout out, "Your dinner's ready, get downstairs now!" Because we were still kids living at home.
Is it true that you didn't want him, your brother, in the band at the very beginning?
I still don't.
He didn't want him.
I still don't.
He doesn't.
Yeah, no. I wondered why, when Steve Dagger suggested that Martin be in the band and we get rid of our bass player, I said, why? We've got a great bass player. The famous line is, but he's the best looking bloke we know.
Yeah. You all, most of you met in this school. When you were really little, you were friends. It's a whole life.
Yeah. That's why we had to find some way of getting back together.
Who's got a mobile phone on?
Yes, we were. Imagine that we, as you say, we spent most of our lives in each other's company, and then when the whole relationship dissolved, it was devastating. It affected people deeper than we realised at the time.
We lost our music. We lost our
memories.
We lost everything. These we're friends. We're a band of brothers. So it wasn't just a band splitting up. It was like a family breakup.
There's some stories that we have between us that we can only share between us guys.
Don't tell that one.
We can't tell those stories outside of us guys. So they're secrets that we will all take to our grave.
Yeah,
it's great to be able to share.
Mark, don't stop.
Stop. There's only 5 people ever in Spandau Ballet, and it's a bit like being in the mafia. So once you're in, you can't get out.
And it's been like a kind of therapy, this documentary for you, to forget all the bad things and the hurt you made each other.
Yeah, I think, going through the process of getting back together, the film, talking to George Henkin, the director who put this whole thing together. She was amazing. So actually talking to her for hours on end about our perspective of Spandau Ballet, the beginning, the happy parts, the number ones, but then the disintegration of the band, and through her, I suppose, in a sense, she was our therapist, and then she put the film together based around that.
Pay a lot of money to therapists, we went the other route, and we've got a film. It's much more fun.
Usually when a band, you decide what your public sees. You have PR machines, and you choose how you're seen in pictures and videos, etc. And it was really odd sitting in the Albert Hall, which is 4,000 people, watching the most intimate foolishness, if you like, that you could ever expect from a band, being brutally honest on screen about ourselves.
It's very tough.
Was really tough. But when we walked on stage and played at the end of that, everybody in the audience felt they knew us individually, and they'd been part of our journey, and there was an incredible warmth that you would never get at a normal concert.
And why did you decide to come back? Who was the one that was trying to put everything together again? Because it took a long. I remember reading news on 2005 and then 2006, 7, and 9. Then you came back with the tour, with the Reformation tour. So it took a long time.
We've been apart for so many years. It wasn't going to be rebuilt in a week, in a month. It took a lot of hard work on everyone's behalf to actually pull this back together. But it was the best hard work we've ever done.
It's kind of weird, really. Given the animosity that was between us, that we're all on tour, we're all happy, we're all becoming friends again, which is great. And I think, I say every time that I think it was a great relief to all of us to actually get the band back together again, slowly rebuild our friendships and get rid of the anger that you carry with you. This is pretty destructive.
Well, at least you were touring with the Spandau Ballet hits. You knew which songs were gonna, because you advised the band.
Yeah, that's right.
Because no, this song is not gonna work so well now after 20 years.
Well, no, to be honest, when we put the tour together back in 2009, You know, we just went through, well, we love that one, as you know.
But I assumed True was the biggest song, but we should save that for the end. And Tony said, no, it's got to be Gold. Because in the meantime, Gold had become, a great, especially in the UK, every country has a kind of song that they call their own, you know. I don't know what the Spanish one is. I mean, in England now it's Gold, in America it's True, in Italy it's I Fly For You. What's the Spanish? What's the biggest song here?
Probably.
Still True. Yeah.
I'm going.
Never heard of it.
That sounds like an invitation.